You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Welcome into the 48 Fastcast. 7:01 is your time right now. Beautiful start to our day. A bit of a fiery sunrise there. A little cloudy. Warm, though. Going to be warm the rest of the week, too.
Yeah, it definitely is. And, something to look forward to this weekend especially. But thankfully, it hasn't gotten too hot to like those temperatures we saw earlier this week.
We've got some 90s coming back for today, tomorrow, as well as your Friday. It won't be awfully humid, though. So that is the bright side of things. If we're going to have 90-degree days, at least the heat index will stay below 100 degrees. We don't have that oppressive July and August humidity. Some of you saw some okay rainfall overnight into early this morning. Got a little rain at my house, not to brag, but it was a nice little treat. And we are tracking a few sprinkles, another little band of showers popping up to our north, some mist, some drizzle possible, along with the low clouds. We'll be dry for plenty of hours through the day. There's a small chance into the afternoon seeing some of those isolated downpours and storms. It's that same cutoff center of low pressure that we were dealing with yesterday. Well, it hasn't moved much because it's a cutoff low, but the counterclockwise rotation around that, we're expecting storms to develop over Kentucky, Tennessee, hopefully track to the south and southwest and give us some of that needed rainfall. Highs today in the upper 80s to low 90s. We do have some poor visibility with the low clouds and fog. Watch out for wet roads as well. More in the forecast coming up.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
All right, we do have a crash in Decatur right now. This is on Wilson Street eastbound, right at Grove Street. They're causing some delays, so if you're heading onto the bridge, just be aware of that. You will hit a snag. It is looking to be getting better, the backups there, so hopefully they're clearing that soon. Taking you now to the Huntsville Metro, starting to see some of our typical slowdowns, 565 eastbound. Also on 72 University Drive eastbound as well. Drive times right now, Decatur to Huntsville will take you about 24 minutes, maybe a bit longer. Huntsville to Decatur, about 20. Jonathan.
All right, thanks, Gina. Well, a Huntsville woman is dead after a Tuesday afternoon crash. State troopers say that the car that Patty Hagler was driving went off the road, hit a mailbox, and then a bridge. The car flipped over and then submerged into water. State troopers say this happened on Little Loans Road near Moores Mill Road. That's a few miles north of Huntsville. Hagler was taken to the hospital where she later died from her injuries.
This morning, police are continuing to investigate a shooting that left a man dead and another injured on Tuesday. The shooting happened on Binford Drive in Huntsville. It's the fourth shooting in the area in as many months. Now, city leaders say things need to change quickly. Residents and officials with the Huntsville Housing Authority say they're frustrated about the crime rate near the complex. The complex falls in City Councilman Bill Kling's district. He says he has talked with Housing Authority leaders about cleaning up the area. A nightly curfew was put in place ever since a 21-year-old was killed in May. But yesterday's shooting happened in the morning. We're told the two men that were shot were not residents of the complex.
That's not right to the people who pay rent. That's not right to the folks who get up and go to work every morning. And it's not right to the children who have to come back to that neighborhood. You don't live out there, you don't have your name on a lease, then it's probably better for you to stay away from the neighborhood.
Now, it's important to note the housing complex is less than a mile away from HPD's West Precinct. No arrests have been made in yesterday's shooting, and the identity of those men who were shot has not been released either.
A teacher who made comments about Charlie Kirk while teaching is now being investigated by the Marshall County school system. Superintendent Dr. Cindy Wigley released this statement to 48 News. It reads in part, quote, "The teacher has been removed from the classroom pending further investigation," end quote. Right now, it's unclear what the teacher's comments were. However, school leaders say no one has made any comments celebrating Kirk's death. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. This comes after State Superintendent of Education Dr. Eric Mackey sent a message to all school leaders in Alabama regarding social media posts about Kirk's death. Dr. Mackey says he became aware of at least 3 posts that were released by Alabama teachers celebrating Kirk dying. He released a statement saying in part, quote, "Educators, like all Americans, have a constitutional right to exercise of free speech, but they also have a professional responsibility to be dignified, moral, and exemplary in their public behavior," end quote. He describes those posts as inappropriate and reprehensible.
All new this morning, the Muscle Shoals City Council has passed a tax on vape products sold in the city. That's according to our media partners at the Times Daily. The tax is 10 cents per millimeter of product sold. A statewide tax is set to go into effect in October of next year. The Shoals tax will go into effect on October 1st of this year. Now, Decatur city leaders voted to implement a similar tax on vape products earlier this week.
Well, coming up, the average age of first-time homebuyers continues to rise. We'll talk to housing experts on why young adults aren't buying homes.
Statistics show buying a home is more difficult for the average American these days. Experts believe many people are waiting longer to buy a home now.
Yeah, in fact, the National Association of Realtors found the median age for first-time home buyers is around 38 years old. Now, there are many factors at play here. For one, the average home is more expensive than years in the past. A spokesperson for the National Association of Realtors speculated that first-time buyers are saving longer, thus buying later. Closer to home, the Huntsville Area Association of Realtors believes our area is slightly different from the national trend. President Tamara Fox couldn't give us an exact number. She says it's lower in the Huntsville area.
It seems like nationally, whatever happens there, we're just a little bit off from that here with our market. I think we have a lot of higher paying jobs with the industries that we have here that are allowing some of those first-time home buyers to start a little bit early.
Now, the median age for first-time home buyers rose last year by 3 years.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
Well, good morning once again, everyone. Some of you woke up to some rainfall happening during the overnight, early morning hours. Leftover wet pavement, that's about it. Couple sprinkles now moving out of parts of southeastern Limestone County into parts of north central Morgan County. A few more showers popping up to the north into Middle Tennessee between Lincoln and Giles County. A lot of you missing out on the rain again today. Temperatures will be hot. Our average high has fallen a degree to 86. We do have some more seasonal temperatures coming as we go into early next work and school week. Isolated storm potential later on this afternoon. Weekend forecast, some good news there. It's trending drier. That's good news for your outside plans. Bad news for the ongoing dry and drought conditions. Temperatures now in the mid 60s to low 70s. Traffic volume picking up, a little bit of fog out there on the horizon. Hour by hour forecast looks like this. Be on the lookout for a pop-up shower or storm developing into the afternoon and evening. Here's your extended forecast. Sunny and hot Thursday, Friday, warm evening for high school football games. Weekend, the cool down starts kind of on Sunday, but mainly into next week, and fall begins Monday afternoon.
All right, fall just around the corner.
Yeah.
Excited about that. Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you so much for tuning in here to the Fastcast. Make sure to tune back in for Talking TVL at 10 o'clock, 10:30, Weather Extra. We'll see you later.